And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche la NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. You take a look at the Spurs. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. Got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Smith and Osman are the wings. And it's Clarkson in at the 5. Here's Osman. 9-point game his last outing. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Yeah, aware of everybody on the floor that time. AI knowing he could get that one to his teammate.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Cleveland. 4-point game. Always a big factor, home court advantage, Brent, in the playoffs. But lately we're seeing some teams opt for rest and health and say, well, you know, we're going to play where we're going to play.
Do we always feel, though, Kevin, that that conversation happens with teams that have had recent success?
Seems that way.
It seems like it's veteran teams that the last couple of seasons have gone deep into the playoffs, championship or Western or Eastern Conference Finals, that the coach relies on that experience and doesn't worry that the change of venue is going to impact the quality of play that they're going to bring to the table. They think that we'll carry that through. So be healthy. Don't worry about where we're playing.
For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Kicks to Smith. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Murray with the ball. Here's AI. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Stolen by AI. Here's Aldridge. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Spurs. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. Of course, there's the Rockets sitting in second place.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason. You look at the roster turnover that the Cavs have had the last few seasons. A lot of trades made, some hits and some misses. And you know the front office willing to make some deals to try to get this train back on the right track.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And with the trades, this Cavs team has made several blockbuster deals in the last few years.
Well, they have a tough payroll situation that they're trying to deal with and manage and manipulate. It's tough for a young GM to try to find a way between sticking with what they've done, or is it a time to try to start to develop something for their future? You give them credit for doing everything in their power to still compete.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Acapurdo comes in for Davis Bertans, and it's White in for Murray. Harry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Robertson comes in for Smith. And DeRozan kicks to AI. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, great job of finishing the play. AI taking the hit, still focused on the rim, getting it done.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Smith and Osman are the wing. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. And it's Robertson in at the point. Smith the pass to Thompson, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Hornets was tremendous. He finished with 24 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Here's Knight following the bucket by the Spurs. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here. You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded by Knight. Osman kicks to Knight. Over AI. Here's Love. Trying to get open as Thompson. Love with the bucket.
Yeah, how about the positioning there, Kevin? Just waiting on that side of the rim, knowing the ball was going to ricochet right to him.
AI outside. Here's Bertans, and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Spurs.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Knight. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Stolen by AI. He feeds it to Pirtle. AI in the post. He's covered by Clarkson, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Murray against Smith. Sinks the triple. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, that's what Smith does best. A long-range specialist who loves to square up from outside the three-point line.
AI up top. He's covered by Clarkson. AI drives in. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Well, that's great anticipation defensively. AI understanding.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
And we saw his work over the first 2 quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
And the offense is at its best when they get him the ball. Every time down the floor, maybe one touch to ignite the offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, we've got DeRozan. AI is out there with Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bertans in at the 4 slot.
Maybe he's not the most aggressive defender or the most physical, but Aldridge does have mobility. That time he sends it back. Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
AI with the bucket.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And Cleveland making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Spurs.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Well, Cleveland shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Then on Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Derek White's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Well, continuing to light it up. AI's beaten everything the defense has thrown at him.
Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
Robertson, and the 3 off target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
AI right side. And he converts the layup. AI's got 19 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Robertson kicks to Clarkson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Zizic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. For Cleveland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Bounce pass, Nance. Here's Robertson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Love at the elbow. And he gets it to go.
Kevin Love getting comfortable on the inside on that possession. He's got the size and touch to be effective around that arc.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be and gets a little lazy about what it could be.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Knight's checked in. Smith kicks to Love. 3 seconds left. Misses there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Brandon Knight is out there with Stauskas. And it's Nwaba in at the 3, the small forward. Pondexter kicks to Forbes. And they call an illegal screen here. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. AI double teamed. A nice shot by Pondexter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. AI passes to Pondexter. AI outside and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And so Knight will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Down low. Rebound by Pondexter. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Pretty effort from Cunningham to work his way inside and get that one to fall.
Knight looking it over. The pass to Nwaba. And that one, good.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
AI outside to the middle. Over in the corner, Cunningham. AI outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. AI's got 21 in the game.
Well, that's a possession-saving shot right there. AI with some poise and just barely beats the clock.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Spurs with some changes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And Walker subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Cleveland. Passes it tonight over AI. Here's Chris. Makes it off the glass.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
AI with it to the inside. A nice shot by Pondexter. Pondexter's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Knight kicks to Chris. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
Well, Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
Stolen by AI. Inside, Pondexter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Knight passes to Stauskas. And it's off from three-point range.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Love kicks to Robertson. From the arc, the Cavaliers again can't hit. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Walker with a clean look, and good coming on the assist by AI.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Takes the 13-footer. It's off. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2.